Biden administration is standing by its push to end Title 42, but it's also asking to delay that request until after Christmas. That pandemic-era policy allows border officials to expel migrants quickly. In recent years, cities like El Paso have seen more than 2,500 encounters a day at the border. We have live team coverage this morning. Robert Sherman will have the latest on the ground in El Paso, Texas. But we begin with Tom Dempsey in Washington. And Tom, the Biden administration says it needs more time to figure out a game plan before ending Title 42.
Yeah, that's right, Mitch. Good morning. This morning, President Joe Biden and his team are saying Title 42 must come to an end. But before anything gets lifted, they say they need time to adjust. So this morning, the president and his team are calling on the Supreme Court not to lift any restrictions until after Christmas. Title 42 got put in place in March of 2020 as a way to turn away people at the border seeking asylum, all in the name of public health concerns. Since then, border agents have denied entry to 2.5 million migrants. After a court battle, Title 42 faced an end today. But earlier this week, the Supreme Court stepped in and issued an order to keep the restrictions temporarily in place. In a court filing on Tuesday, President Joe Biden's team asked the Supreme Court to reject keeping Title 42 in place, saying the policy has outlived its purpose to help in the pandemic response. In this court filing, the administration wrote, quote, although the end of Title 42 orders likely will lead to a temporary increase in border crossings, the government is prepared to address that serious problem under its Title 8 authorities, including by adopting new policies to respond to the temporary disruption that will occur whenever the Title 42 orders end. Now, of course, many Republicans continue to voice concerns with lifting Title 42. And in response to these latest developments, this week, the Arizona Attorney General posted this to Twitter, writing, quote, getting rid of Title 42 will recklessly endanger more Americans and migrants by exacerbating the catastrophe that is occurring at our border. Now, if the Supreme Court decides to lift Title 42 this week, the Biden administration asks the restrictions to stay in place until December 27th. And if Title 42 gets lifted anytime after that, they ask restrictions to stay in place for 2 business days. A lot to throw at our viewers and a lot of dates, but the general message to get across is that the Biden administration is asking for time if Title 42 does get lifted by the Supreme Court, guys.
Thank you, Tom. But what are some of the things the Biden administration says it's going to do to help at the border when Title 42 gets lifted?
Probably the very biggest question right there, Mitch. Title 8 is something to keep in mind. That's what you'll hear the Biden administration talking about. That allows the Department of Homeland Security to expel any undocumented immigrants who cross the border illegally. That seems to be the solution if Title 42 does come to an end. Something to watch for in the coming days, Mitch.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.